Coming to your mat and taking mountain pose, preparing for our energizing hatha practice. Place your feet hip width apart and parallel. You can rock on the soles a few times to balance your weight evenly between left foot and right foot, and between the balls of the feet and the heels. And bring your body to stillness, spreading out through the toes, and roll your shoulders a few times up to your ears and back and down, opening up across the chest. And letting your arms relax alongside your body as you rise up through the crown of your head. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and begin to connect to your breath here, breathing gently in and out of your nose. Nice deep breaths in, filling the lungs so the belly expands like a big balloon. Long, complete exhales, emptying the lungs so the abdomen softens. It's beginning to focus the mind on the anchor of your breath. And with your next exhale, relax your chin towards your chest. You can take a gentle bend in your knees here. A few breaths into your upper back as you open up the back of your neck. Hands and arms relax. And draw your navel towards your spine, keeping that bend in your knees if you need to. As you exhale, continue to unstack your spine, slowly rolling yourself down to a forward fold. Vertebra by vertebra. Your arms can dangle, or you could cradle one elbow in each palm. And relax your neck completely, giving the weight of the head towards the earth. If hamstrings are feeling tight or lower back is achy, keep a bend in your knees. And breathe into the backs of your legs. Relax your hands towards the floor. Keep your chin towards your chest. Engage your core. Press your feet into the mat as you inhale. Slowly roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Hands can walk up the legs to support the spine. We're going to lift the head up last. Exhaling to roll the shoulders back and down. Coming back into mountain pose. Lifting the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, lengthening the spine. Pausing here, tuning into the breath. Another deep breath in, and an exhale to relax the chin towards the chest and slowly unstack the spine, one vertebra at a time, rolling down to a forward fold. And cradling elbows or holding the backs of each of your legs. If your lower back has any discomfort, please deepen the bend in your knees. Touching your fingertips down to the floor, heel toe your feet until they're mat width apart. Turn your heels in and toes out slightly, and then slowly lower your tailbone as you lift your chest, coming into a squat. Hands can stay on the floor to help you balance, or you can connect your palms in front of your chest. If you find this bothers your knees or your hips at all today, then please stay in your forward bend instead. And lengthen through the crown of your head and breathe deeply into your abdomen and into your hips. Place your fingertips back down to the mat. As you exhale, slowly lower your head as you lift your tailbone. Heel toe your feet until they're hip width apart and parallel. Let your upper body hang heavy. Engage your core. Press your feet into the earth as you inhale. Roll yourself up one vertebra at a time, making your way back to mountain pose. Rolling the shoulders back and down, rising up through the crown of the head. The feet hip width apart, bringing the palms together in front of the chest, finding one spot to focus on. We're going to start to move through a little bit of a flow here as slowly as we can, really drawing control into the body. So engage the core as you inhale, draw your right knee up in front of you, keeping a tall spine. And then super slow motion as you exhale, step that right foot back into a high lunge. So your heel is lifted, chest lifted. With your next breath in, shift your weight back onto your left foot, slowly drawing your right knee back up in front of you. Right foot flexed, tall spine. Exhale to step that right foot back, pressing it back behind you, slowly lowering the toes down to the mat, coming into a high lunge, lifting the chest up. Inhaling to slowly shift your weight forward into your left foot, drawing your right knee up in front of you, using your core to support you. Last time, as you exhale, slowly press your right foot back, stepping back into high lunge. As you inhale, slowly windmill your hands down to the mat, lifting your right heel, plant your palms on the floor, and step back to downward dog. So bring your feet hip width apart and parallel, fingers spread wide. Stretch your hips up towards the ceiling and sink your chest towards your thighs, lengthening your spine. Notice what your breath is like here as you hold your body away from the floor. Keep it as slow and steady as you can. As you exhale, we're going to slowly take the chest forward, touching the fingertips down to the floor. With an inhale, lift your back knee, hop your back foot in a little bit closer, turning your back toes in slightly, back heel to the floor, hands to hips. As you inhale, lift your chest forward and up, preparing for pyramid. So square your hips towards the top of your mat. Press down through the balls of your feet and squeeze the muscles of your legs to support your joints. Engage your core, take a big breath in. As you exhale, slowly hinge from your hips. Keeping a nice long spine. Hands can stay on the hips. They can reach for your leg, a block, or the floor, wherever you feel supported. Do your best to keep your pelvis squared so that right hip subtly drawing back, left hip forward. If this is really intense for the back of your right leg today, feel free to take a slight bend in that right knee to find more ease here. Most importantly, maintain a steady breath. Engage your core, take your hands on your hips, press into your feet as you inhale, lift your chest forward and up. Gazing forward, step your left foot up to the top of your mat, coming into mountain pose. Relax your arms alongside your body. Breathing into the belly. Taking a moment to just be with your breath. We're going to walk our feet until they're mat width apart, heels in, toes out slightly. Take an inhale, swoop your fingertips up overhead, gaze can follow the hands if you wish. Connect your palms. As you exhale, draw your hands down as you carefully sink down into a squat, knees tracking in line with toes, only sinking to a depth that's safe for your joints. Press into your feet as you inhale, slowly press up, fingertips reach up, lengthen. And as you exhale, slowly lower your arms back down alongside your body. So really cautious of your joints here, never practicing with any pain. Engage your core and inhale. Slowly reach the arms up. Connect your palms. As you exhale, sink down into your squat. Try to keep your spine long, shoulders relaxed. Press into your feet. Try not to spring out of this. Take your time as you inhale to slowly press up. Hands up. Exhale to lower the arms. Good. One last time. We'll inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, lengthen the spine, core engaged, connect your palms. Exhale to sink into your squat, knees tracking in the same direction as your toes. Hands can always touch down to the floor to help you balance. Pressing into your feet as you inhale, slowly rise up. Reach your fingertips up. Exhale to lower your arms. Heel toe your feet back to hip width apart and parallel, connecting your palms in front of your chest, finding one spot to focus on to help you balance. We're going to engage the abdominal muscles. With an inhale, you're going to slowly draw your left knee up in front of you. Keep a tall spine, shoulders over hips. As you exhale, super slow motion, stepping that left foot back into a high lunge. The back heel's lifted, chest lifted, front knee directly over the ankle. As you breathe in, shift your weight onto your right foot, left toes take off, and we draw that left knee up in front of us, hugging our navel in towards our spine. Tall spine. Exhale to press your heel back, slowly as you can, with as much control as you can. Lower those left toes down, coming into high lunge. Good. Inhaling forward, drawing your left knee out in front of you, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, pressing your foot back, coming into high lunge. Lowering your left heel down to the floor so your back toes are turned in slightly, right toes up 90 degrees, both legs straight, preparing for triangle pose, trying to lock your knees. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms out at shoulder height, engage your core. As you exhale, reach out through those right fingertips, lowering your right palm to your right leg, left hand can be to the ceiling or palm to hip. Keep pressing down through the ball of your right foot and really expand your breath here to encompass your whole body. We're going to press into the soles of the feet and engage the core, inhaling to draw up through left fingertips, arms out at shoulder height. Exhale, bend your right knee over your ankle for warrior two. Gazing towards your right fingertips. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Focusing on the middle finger of your right hand, middle fingernail. Try to tune everything else out but your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Using your inhale, slowly windmill your palms down to the floor. Lift your back heel, planting your hands shoulder width apart. Step back to downward dog. Feet hip width apart, tailbone reaching up to lengthen the spine. Fingers spread wide, pressing down through each fingertip to support your wrists. Staying connected to your breath here, staying present in the moment. Contract your abdominal muscles. As you inhale, we're going to slowly flow forward into a plank, aligning shoulders over wrists, reaching out through the crown of the head and the heels. And with one exhale, as you breathe out, keep your core engaged. We're going to lower knees, gazing forward, lower your chest and your chin. So your elbows brush the sides of your body, shoulders are back away from the ears, moving through 8-point pose. From 8-point pose, we're going to inhale forward and up into cobra, keeping the shoulders back, slight bend in the elbows, hugging into side bodies. Exhale to lower your chest and your head. Engage your core, press into your palms. Inhale up to hands and knees, tuck toes, and press back to downward dog. With your next breath in, we're going to take a big step forward with the left foot, coming into low lunge. Align your knee directly over your ankle, touching your right knee down, lift your gaze. With your core engaged, as you inhale, reach your hands forward and up. Soften through your shoulders and keep that energy in your legs, drawing front heel towards back knee, supporting your pelvis. If you feel super balanced here, try closing your eyes. With an exhale, we're going to slowly take the chest forward and touch the fingertips down to the floor. As you inhale, lift your right knee, hop your back foot in a little bit closer, and then lower your heel. So your back toes are turned in quite deeply as you can while keeping your heel on the floor. Take palms to hips, press into the feet, and inhale, lift your chest forward and up. Setting up for pyramid, so square your pelvis towards the top of your mat. Both legs straight, but knees not locked. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge from your hips as you fold forward, long spine. Taking your hands to wherever your body feels supported. With each exhalation, try to release some tension from the body. Pressing into the soles of the feet, engage your core, take your hands to your hips, inhale your chest forward and up. Gazing forward, step your right foot up to the top of your mat and come back into mountain pose. Arms relax alongside the body, rise up through the crown of your head. And soften your gaze or close your eyes, take a moment here to be still with your breath. Softly opening the eyes, working on our balance. As you inhale, reach your arms up as you slowly lift your heels, coming onto the balls of your feet, connect your palms. As you exhale, slowly lower your heels as you draw your hands down in front of your chest. As slowly as you can, with as much control as you can. Taking an inhale, sweeping arms wide, lifting the heels, slowly reaching hands overhead. Keep the heels lifted, connect your palms. Exhale. Slowly lowering the heels as you lower your hands. For this last one, if you want to challenge your balance even more, try closing your eyes. Big breath in as you sweep the arms wide and up, lifting the heels up, hugging all your energy towards center to help you balance. Connect your palms. Exhale, lower your heels, lower your hands. With your core engaged, as you inhale, we're going to draw our right knee up in front of us, high as we can, with keeping a straight spine. Exhale, slowly press that right foot back, coming into a high lunge. Use as much control as possible. Take your time. Front knee over ankle, lift your chest. Inhale, shift your weight back onto your left foot. Draw your right knee up in front of you. This time you can hold here or interlace your fingers behind your thigh and press your heel forward. Extend your leg, tall spine. Exhale, bending your knee, connecting your palms. Slowly press your foot back into a high lunge. Slow motion. Let's lower that right heel, setting up again for triangle pose. So both legs long, left toes out 90 degrees. Inhale and extend your arms. Exhale, reaching out over that left thigh, lowering left palm, right hand to the sky. A few deep breaths here, stretching your breath out to your fingertips, to the crown of your head, down to your toes. Inhale to slowly draw up. Exhale into warrior two. We're going to take our hands all the way down to the floor, lift your back heel, and step back to downward dog. With your core engaged, as you inhale, shift forward into a plank. As you exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. 8-point pose. Inhale forward and up into cobra. Exhale, lower your chest and your head. And inhale back to downward dog. Engage your core. As you breathe in, step your right foot up between your hands, low lunge, lower your left knee, lift your gaze. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, lowering your chest, fingertips to the floor. As you inhale, lift your back knee, lower your back heel for warrior one. Lifting the chest up, bending your right knee over your ankles, sweeping fingertips towards the sky. Try to square your belly and chest towards the top of your mat. Connecting your palms as you exhale, take your hands to heart center. Find one spot to focus on as you inhale. Shift your weight onto your right foot for warrior three. Left toes taking off. Flex that left foot. Keep that leg strong. You're going to take your chest forward only as much as your back heel is lifting, so your body is in one nice long line from your heel to the crown of your head. Then inhale to draw your chest up. Lower your left foot down beside your right. Mountain pose. Steady your breathing. Engage your core as you inhale. Draw your left knee up in front of you, high as you can. Keep a straight spine. Exhale to slowly step back to high lunge. Inhaling forward onto that right foot. Draw your left knee up in front of you. You may hold here or interlace your fingers behind your thigh. Press that left heel away. Lengthen your leg. Exhale to bend your knee, palms together. Slowly step back to high lunge. And lowering your back heel, lengthening both legs. Inhale, arms out at shoulder height. Exhale into triangle pose. As much length as you can through arms, legs, and side bodies. Engage your core. Inhale, slowly draw up, arms out at shoulder height. Exhale, bend your right knee to warrior two. We're going to windmill our hands down to the floor and step back to downward dog. With your core engaged, as you breathe in, shift forward to plank pose. As you exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale forward and up into cobra. Exhale, lower your chest and your head. And inhale to down dog. And engage your core as you inhale, step your left foot forward for low lunge, lowering your back knee. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale your chest forward, fingertips touch down as you inhale, lift your back knee, lower your right heel, left knee bent over the ankle. As you breathe in, reach forward and up, warrior one. Squaring your torso towards the top of the mat. We're going to connect our palms as we exhale, lower the hands down to the chest. Find one spot to focus on. Engage your core as you inhale, shift your weight onto your left foot. Right toes take off. Warrior three. Reach out through your right heel and the crown of your head. As you breathe in, draw your chest up, lower your right foot down beside your left. We're going to walk our feet until they're about mat width apart, heels turned in, toes out slightly. Really cautious of your knees as you do this. Take an inhale, reach your arms up over your head, connect your palms. As you exhale, slowly sink down into a squat. Come straight to sitting if you need to. Okay, tall spine. Hands can always touch down to the floor for more balance. And soften your gaze or close your eyes. Take a couple of really deep belly breaths here. Breathing into the hips, the lower back. Touch your fingertips down to support you. Carefully ease yourself down to sitting on your mat. Bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, hands behind your thighs to support you. And take a deep breath in, sitting up tall, shoulders back and down. With your core engaged, as you exhale, slowly roll yourself down to lying on the mat. You can walk your hands down your legs to support you, carefully coming down onto your back. Feel free to hug your knees in for a moment. Take a rock from side to side. And then stretch yourself out for Shavasana, taking the feet mat width apart, toes relaxed to the sides, arms wide. Close your eyes. We have a recorded Shavasana that you can access for 7 minutes of guided relaxation. Otherwise, just settle in here in the natural rhythm of your breath and enjoy these moments of rest and stillness.